Right, welcome back to another day and another video. This will be the third video in a row I think I've done. But yeah, this is an old Big Bear. I'm not sure of the year. I'm guessing it's a late 80s, early 90s machine. I had quite a few of these, to be honest. They're quite, well, very good little bikes. It's rare that I have a bad one. But this, as I say, this came in as a part exchange, believe it or not, on, I don't know if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll remember it. I had a Grizzly 450, it came in part exchange with that, but I haven't had it for quite a long time because they were still using it as a second bike, so I agreed to let them keep it until they were finished with doing whatever they were doing with it, which is probably a bit risky for me, but it works out in the end. It's quite a nice little machine. As I say, it's late 80s, early 90s. I'm going to do a mini little restoration on it. We'll powder coat these racks, we'll powder coat the bull bar, we'll coat the wheels black rather than the old looking silver. We'll sort this disgusting seat out. I don't know if I'm going to get foam for it. I don't even know if it's attainable, but at the very least we'll fill it with foam out of something else and recover it in black. It's quite a nice little machine. There's a few little jobs to do. It doesn't burn oil at all, doesn't smoke, starts up pretty easy. Better watch that hole in the floor. That's Mr. Rubin's dungeon. It's got a horrible aftermarket exhaust on it. Is it an aftermarket exhaust? It might just be a tip. Oh yeah, it is just a tip, look. So you've got the original exhaust and then the tip on the end. I don't know why anyone would do that. Maybe to stop it melting the plastics, I don't know. What tyres has it got on it? Mud Gear. I never heard of them. We've got a date code, yes we have. Week 18, 2009. So fairly old tyres. They've got okay tread on, so if they'll stay on for a bike at this, they'll be around this price. Fronts are okay-ish again. What are these? These look like Kenda Bear claws. Yeah, Kenda Bear claws. What's the date code on these bad boys? Again, can't see it. They don't have to have a date code if they're not road legally marked, so these probably aren't E-marked. These bikes are oil cooled, no water cooled to go wrong, so they very rarely blow a head gasket. This one's got a couple of the little common faults, like the supports for the front fenders. They always, every single one I have, virtually the supports are right off. I won't do anything about that, it doesn't really affect it. One's a handbrake cable, which I've got on order for it. The handbrake does work, like the mechanism at the back, because the foot brake's on the same mechanism and that works nicely. The hydraulic brakes at the front have some pressure in them, the drums. Probably wants to adjust or adjusting just a little bit to tighten them up, or even adjusting at the drums if that didn't work. What else have we got to say on it? All this will be cleaned up, we'll paint that in nice black. There's no frame rot at all on this bike, so although we've got a bit of surface rust around it, there's no frame rot. Got a 50mm ball hitch on it. The oil in it is quite nice and clean. It's got a pull start. This is the higher model of 350. So Yamaha did two 350 Big Bear models. They did this model, which had the high and low range shifter, so you've essentially got 10 gears. And they did one without the high and low range, which has just had high. What this has is high range, and that only had 5 gears, obviously. This one also has the optional, well not optional, but this model comes with the headlight protectors. And this is my preferred bull bar setup. I mean, not a lot is bashing through that. There's pretty much no play in any of it. If I can roll it back a bit, come on. Commonly on these Big Bears, you can't replace the ball joints. Well, not commonly, you just cannot replace those ball joints without replacing the whole arm from Yamaha. So luckily this hasn't got any play in this side. There's a little bit of play in that side. But I probably won't do anything about it. It is an old cheap bike at the end of the day. It's not too bad a play. It has got a ripped CV boot, which I'll change. What else on it? It's got the old style 4x4 at the front, which is non-switchable. It's got the prop shaft cover still in place, which is good. Oftentimes they're missing and the UJs will be completely destroyed. It's got the original Mikuni carburetor on it, which I absolutely love to see because it means that you're unlikely to have carb problems. And this Mikuni starts up pretty damn easily. You see? Mikuni. It's got the old style pull-out choke on the carb. No leaks in the fuel valve, which is quite rare to be honest. Someone's put a new intake manifold boot on it at some point in the past. The little speedo thing doesn't work. I'm not going to do anything about that again. It is an old bike, as I say. I don't know how this has got chewed up, but it has. It's quite chewed up. Again, doesn't really affect it. If you want this bike when I've finished with it, you're welcome to it. It's to say it's a Part X bike. I'll do the basics. I'll change oil, sort that CV boot, sort the handbrake cable, and then it'll be up for sale. Now, this will be reasonably expensive, believe it or not, because these have a massive following. And once this is tidied up, it will be worth a bit of money. I'd say it'd be worth at least about 1,800. Might not look at it at the minute, but it'll look completely different when it's been through. And it is a straight bike. None of the plastics are damaged. There's no real bends in any of the racks, and it runs and dries quite tidily. So yeah, just a little video to show you this latest acquisition. I think I'll put new grips on it as well, because that one's obviously not in the best of shape. Oh yeah, it does need a battery. Didn't have a battery on it. The electric start does work. We have put the jump pack on it. I'm going to have to fix this solenoid power wire, because that's pretty janky, which I'll let sort out. No, I think that's pretty much it to say on this, really. Just a nice little run-around bike for somebody. As I say, these are extremely reliable. I've pretty much never had a bad one. It's highly unusual to me to get one of these that's not running unless it's sat for years and years and years, and even then, normally I only have to clean the carb and they're away. They're a lot less trouble than Grizzly 350s and similar things. They just seem to go on and on and on. So yeah, just a quick little video again. Hopefully you enjoy it. Seeing these. I will do videos of me working on the stuff as well, but oftentimes the stuff that the videos where I work on things, they do terribly. Nobody watches them. The watch time on them is like 2 minutes rather than like 6 or 7. So yeah, if you like them, let me know. If not, I'm going to stop doing them. So yeah, see you in the next one. Right, so it's a couple of days now since the last clip, and the mini restoration is complete. And I think you agree, it's quite a difference to how it was before. I've had the wheels sandblasted and recoated in black. The racks I've recoated in black as well. The seat is far from perfect, but new foam's ridiculously priced for this. So I've done my old trick of cutting up a car sponge and just recovering it, and it doesn't look terrible. You know, looking at the bike as a whole, it really doesn't look too bad considering the age. We've put a new battery on it. Power line battery, which is alright, and we've fixed that dodgy wire that we were talking about previously. What else? Handbrake cable's removed. I've got a new one of them on order. I'll fit that before it goes anywhere. What else? We need one light bulb in it because one light isn't operating, as you can see. So we've got to get one bulb. We'll do that before it goes anywhere. Speedo we're leaving as it is. We've adjusted the hydraulic brakes up, so now they are firm as can be, which is all good. Yes, that's about it for this project. It's a little mini restoration. It fires up pretty easy on the button. Probably sounds really loud in this building with it echoing off all the walls, but no, it's a good little bike this is, so it'll be straight up for sale, and I hope it'll do somebody some good. Oh yeah, and we replaced the CV boot as well that was ripped, so I think we spent about a day in total doing the work on it. So again, a proper transformation really for the time and effort that's been spent. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.